Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and pick out some of the best games that are currently on sale. Now this week's list has a lot of great games on it, and what's really awesome is a lot of these games don't actually get discounts on a regular basis, so it's been quite a while that we haven't seen some really good prices on them. Now, just before we jump into that, a quick reminder that I give away two $5 eShop gift cards about halfway through the video. If you want to participate in those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. If you want to see the full contest rules, they're in the description of the video. Also, if you get to the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I always link down below my latest under $5 eShop deals video as well as last week's regular eShop deals, because I never repeat the deals 2 weeks in a row and most of them are still running. So now with all that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time, jump straight into our deals. Just remember, if you do like the content, consider hitting that like button. So we're going to be starting off today's list with a huge game that is currently on sale. That is 2 Point Hospital, the Jumbo Edition. That is at a brand new lowest ever price of 60% off, dropping it to $15.99, and will be running all the way till May 9th. Now 2 Point Hospital is basically a time management park builder, and if you're into those genres, I'm going to say it flat out, this is probably the best one we currently have on the Switch. Right up there with Jurassic Park Evolution or even Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And if you're worried that hospitals might feel a little bit too dull, forget that right away, because these are wacky theme park-like hospitals. And lastly, I would say the amount of content you get here in the Jumbo Edition that has all the DLCs included will keep you going for hours and hours on end. Overall, an extremely solid deal on a game that we don't see go on sale all that often. Now next on today's list, we have Mighty Goose, that is also at a brand new lowest ever price of 50% off, only $9.99, and will be running all the way till April 28th. Now first of all, this is a game that I fully reviewed on the channel, and that review will be linked down below. But ultimately, this is a side-scrolling 2D run-and-gun shooter, and I would say that the overall feeling has a lot in common with something like Gunstar Heroes. But what really sold me on this game and made me fall in love with it is the total absurdity that you are a goose mixed with cybernetic implants. The action is over the top and wacky, the animations are just fantastic, and there's so many explosions sometimes on screen, you actually can get lost in them. There's also a ton of customization options, so no two people need to play the game in exactly the same fashion. On top of it, the game actually just received a free update with some extra DLC adding a couple of levels in. Ultimately, this is an amazing game, and getting it for only $10 if you're a fan of 2D run-and-gun shooters is a total steal. Now next on our list for today, we have Grapple Dog, that is also at its lowest ever price of 25% off for $11.24. Only thing here is the deal is ending pretty quickly on April 25th. Now Grapple Dog is a 2D action platformer that I actually played on stream, I would say about a month ago. And I've got to tell you right away, it is an extremely interesting one. It is more of an action-paced game, but there are some slight puzzle elements where you basically will have to figure out how to get around the levels using your mighty grapple hook. Now this was also the first original release from Super Rare Games, and I've got to tell you, they started things out with a bang. The only thing I want to warn here is towards the end of the game, it actually does get quite challenging, so don't be fooled by its cartoon-like graphics. This is really a game that is geared towards fans of precision platformers. But if you fit the bill, trust me, this is an excellent game to be picking up. Once again, if you want, I'll be linking down below my stream of it. So while we're on the subject of precision platformers, I have another great one for you, and I think it's making its first ever appearance on the series. That is Jump King. That is now 50% off, dropping the price to only $6.49, and will be running all the way till May 3rd. Jump King, I would say, is the very definition of a precision platformer. Now there's only one action you can take in this game, jumping. The longer you hold down the button, the further and higher you'll jump. And everything is about learning the exact right set of jumps you need to make your way up the tower. And what's waiting for you at the top of the tower, by the game's description itself, is a smoking hot babe. So that is the only objective here, make your way to the top. Now, I really do want to emphasize one warning here. Even if you're used to precision platformers, this is a game that can become extremely frustrating, where some sets of jumps you'll have to try maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 more times before you actually make it. And unfortunately, sometimes missing one little jump will make you fall quite a ways down the tower and have to restart a whole section. Not only that, but the game autosaves after each and every jump, so there's no reloading to fix a mistake. But if you're in for the challenge, this one can be really worth the effort, and at only $6.49, it's another great pickup for this week. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Jason Hubbard, who said, "Quake, it's a must, such value at $3.99. And yes, Jason, I totally agree with you. At only $3.99, there's a ton of fun to be had with the classic Quake, that it's a must-have for anyone into that type of gameplay. And now our second winner for today is going to be Eugene Flincham, who just said, "Happy Easter." And thank you so much, Eugene. My Easter was actually pretty good. I hope it was the same for all of you out there. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below in the video. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next game is going to be Guacamelee to complete. That is 70% off, dropping to $6.74. However, this is another one you're going to have to move quick on. It's ending on April 25th. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Guacamelee series, they are Metroidvanias that are set in a Mexican folklore type environment. Now, this series is so good that the first one actually made its way to my under $5 list this week. Well, guess what? It was pretty much guaranteed that the second one was going to be in the regular eShop deals video. And as I said for the first one, what's really refreshing about these Metroidvanias is they're set in very colorful and vibrant environments, and rather than doom and gloom, are set with an overall humoristic storyline. And these are games that are easily worth their full prices. So when you get them, like right now, at 70% off or more, these are just amazing pickups. Now next on today's list, we have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the Super Edition. That is at a lowest ever price for the eShop, 45% off, $27.49, and will be running till May 4th. Now this game is a 2D fighting game with 3-on-3 tag team mechanics. And I know what you're thinking, a Power Rangers game, but trust me, this game, even if you're not a fan of the Power Rangers, is one of the best 2D fighters we have on the Nintendo Switch. And that's what makes this game such a great pickup. It's a great standalone fighting game, and if you grew up with the Power Rangers and you're a fan, well, it's just a bonus. Now, I do want to mention that I strongly recommend you grab the Super Edition and not the Base Edition, even though it's a lot cheaper. The reason why is you have all the DLC from the first 3 seasons included in this version. And trust me, there's a ton of DLC characters that you're really going to want to have, especially the Ryu and Chun-Li Power Ranger characters. They were a great crossover for the series. And lastly, on the way out, I do want to mention that these games' mechanics are actually really easy to pick up. Overall, a great choice for this week. Now next on today's list, we have Dragon Quest Builders 2. That is 40% off, $29.99, and will be running yet again till May 4th. Now if we talk about games that are almost never on sale, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is just one of those games, and I actually just picked it up myself this week. But not only that, Nintendo actually has right now a free game trial for it. You can actually download and play the full game. Ultimately, it is pretty much the Minecraft formula transported into the Dragon Quest world. And I've got to tell you, it's a marriage made in heaven that will offer you hundreds of hours of playtime, especially if you have friends to play with. Now there is a storyline in the game to play through, however I do want to warn you, the primary reason you're going to be picking this one up is for the after game, basically building in sandbox mode and having fun with other people. So now if any of that sounds like your kind of thing, this can be an excellent time to pick this game up. Not only that, why not just give it a try for free? And now while we're on the topic of games that rarely go on sale, we have another great one for you, and that is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim that is back to 50% off, $29.99 and will be running till April 29th. This game will also be my pick of the week. Now, the best way to describe Elder Scrolls, I would say, is a first-person open-world action RPG. And I know it's almost become a meme that we're running out of consoles where this game can be ported to, but I've got to let you know that having it on the Nintendo Switch is one of my favorite places to play it. Primarily because you have it in a portable format, and with a game like Skyrim that, by the way, you can easily sink over 100 hours into and still not see most of what you have to discover, well, having it in portable mode, laying down in bed, and just playing for a couple of hours, advancing your character through the storyline is just a great option to have. And on a side note, till the Nintendo Switch gets something like Elden Ring, these are one of the experiences that come closest to reproducing that kind of freedom. And as I said earlier, this is a game that easily sells at its full price of $60, reason why it doesn't go on sale all that often. So when it does, like today at 50% off, it's really the time to jump on it. And all that rolled together into one is the reason why I just had to make this game my pick of the week. So now it's time for this week's Sizzle Reel of Deals with a ton of other great games to consider for this week. So we're now at the end of another eShop Deals video, and I hope you all found a great game to pick up for this week. How about you let me know what you're picking up in the comments down below. Also, I really want to take a couple of seconds to really thank the channel supporters. They help the channel grow, and I appreciate their help each and every month. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the content, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and hitting the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.